but there's so many ways to use the discussion about that. The other thing that the discussions are a multimedia container. Okay, you can put video in them.
Right.
You can and you can put images. And so one of the things that in my practice that works for me, that for me is one of my best practices, is from the very first discussion, enter discussion, it's worth 0 points, but you have to do it, or I will drop you from the class. If you, I got to get you in, show that you're not a no-show, get you engaged, get you connected maybe with another student or whatnot. That's huge,
Hmm.
right? Like having a gym buddy. We all know it's easier to do the gym if you got to, I don't want to go today, but I can't let my buddy down, and the buddy's going, I don't want to go today either. We'd both rather go down to the beachfront grill and have cervezas, but we drag each other to the gym and we're both successful and healthier because of the same kind of thing. But so discussion number one, I do not. You have to put something visual in there, and it cannot be an attachment because in order for a student to benefit from your attachment, they have to download and open it and look at it. They're not going to do it. That's
Nope.
all kinds of I get this from web and marketing science and social media science where they're making money at this stuff. They go, no, 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 no. You need all these things with it have to be within 5 clicks of your front page, and they have to be, visual, and you have to get the engagement. And it's like, okay, so transfer that knowledge, reapply it in learning, and go, oh, so if you can embed an image when I scroll, my doom scroll, I've already engaged it. I couldn't avoid it. It's already made an impression on me, and I'm more inclined to reach out and react to it in some way. Okay, and if you can make it kind of cutesy, so it's like you did that and that was cute, but I went up to you with this funnier way of doing whatever it takes, whatever builds. But that's another part of my thing. Some of my things, I show them how to embed videos. And then maybe that's a video they create, maybe it's some, but I want it embedded because I don't have to do anything special to engage it. I doom scroll, there it
Click
is.
it. Yeah.
Right. And it's there. And you do some really nifty things with your very casual, very friendly, almost intrusive videos from day one. I saw that in the humanizing class. It's like you're walking to class, you're walking to campus, and you're talking to me and thinking about you haven't even gotten to class. You're already engaging me. Like, holy crap.
Yeah.
Who set an impossible standard for a fellow educator, my friend? You're killing me. But very effective, very appealing, very human. And it's like, oh, okay, well, I want to react back to that. I want to interact with it. And now, you get that engagement, and that is so key, especially to andragogy, because adults, if they don't see the value proposition, if they haven't been sold on the fact that they want to do it and they're going to get something out of it, they're not going to do it. Right? We know that, and that's different than what our K through 12 peers have to deal with. They have hormones and puberty. God bless
God bless them. I could never do it.
them.
Um, See, there's all these good ideas.
Yeah.
Ideally, we can just narrow down on one, like what you were just talking about setting up the discussion forum at the very beginning of the class, setting the tone, getting everybody on the same page, begin building those student to student relationships as well as the instructor to student. I think that's an important piece that often gets overlooked, and especially building in the media into the discussion forum from day one.
Well, especially in online, because
Yeah, absolutely.
online is a different proposition, and with the similarity between online and on ground. I got a class, and there are 30 students on the roster. That's where the similarity ends. My on ground, I have one class of 30 students. Online, I got 30 classes of one student.
Mm.
If you want to change that, you better change the calculus, because by default, they're all alone out there. And that's why, to me, online teaching is a lot like lifeguarding because of the way people drown. How do people drown? Do they go, oh, help, I'm drowning, help? No. They go under the water, they're silent, they disappear. And if you don't have a lifeguard that isn't scanning, looking at the analytics, looking at the engagement, looking at the behavior, then they just slip. The ones you lose slip beneath the waves, and they're gone. And they failed before you can do anything about it. If you look at and this stirs up my passion. I was for a couple of years in a doctoral program that life happened and I wasn't able to finish. But my dissertation and my thesis was planning to address whether there was correlation in the early analytics that you could harvest from an LMS and actionable intervention that you could use to improve your student outcomes. And I believe to this day that we do a crap job of using them. And and with Canvas, it's no surprise. Canvas analytics stink on ice. They're there, but they're hardly useful. And the ones that are useful are actually really so basic. And even if we just make basic use of them, if you go look at the people page in your Canvas page, it will show you how much time has elapsed that they have in the class and when were they last on. If you know those two things in the first 2 weeks, I can tell you that anecdotally, I see a huge correlation between predicting the students that are going to fail. They have very low time in the class, and they have they're not logging on daily or multiple times a week. And if I know those two things, I already know I have a student that's at risk.